Hello and good afternoon and welcome to the United Way on Fancy Football. My name is Omofil. Sorry for being late. Situation beyond my that's not within my control. Sorry, Nick. Big ups to you all. Once more this afternoon, this cold, chilling afternoon, especially in the UK where the weather is so wet and cold. I'm coming here with a whole lot of news update. But first of all, where do we start from? Zinedine Zidane rejects Manchester United. So uh, it's no news that Zidane, or we call him Zidane, but it's Zinedine Zidane, the great Real Madrid player and great one of the greatest managers as well in terms of the Champions League, who won the Champions League 3 times in a row. I don't think anybody will ever achieve that. Not Pep, not Alex Ferguson, but Zidane did it for Real Madrid 3 times in a row and won the La Liga twice as well in his 3 year spell for Real Madrid. So I just think that he came out and spoke in L'Equipe via Daily Sports, and I think I got that news from Cut Upside as well, where he said he's the barrier for him taking a job in England or the Manchester United job is English. He understands the English, but he doesn't really he can't really communicate effectively well with English. He also went further to say that there are some managers that can. Okay, we know of the likes of Bielsa that have come to English football and without speaking English, but they've effectively uh, put in their footprint in some of the club in those clubs that they coach, especially Leeds United. So, but he also went on. I think I need to pull up that story with regards to Zidane. Let me just read it up from my phone quickly because I think it's interesting. If you see that story, okay. He also went up to say that. Let me open it up. Say that in that interview with L'Equipe, he went for to say that he said, I would want to go to Manchester United. I understand English, but I am not completely fluent in it. I know that there are coaches who go to clubs without speaking the language, but I work on a different way. So for him, he worked on a different path. He went further to say that many elements comes into play in order to win. It is about global context. I know what I need to win. Okay, that this is what Zidane said in that interview with L'Equipe. Now, why the reason why I brought this thing up here as a main startup point for us today on fancy football is this. Why are we looking for money now? We have it just shows that there's this doubt on Eric Ten Hag from Ineos. There's a doubt. Last week it was Thomas Tuchel and he said no. This week now news is coming out again. It is Zidane now. Though they haven't approached the Zidane, but it seems there are signs for the Ineos group to approach Zidane. There are signs. There are signs. I just think that the Ineos group are putting up a backup plan on ground, looking for somebody should in case if the Ten Hag experiment fails to work. If the Ten Hag experiment fails to work, to avert that disaster, because we knew even before they gave Ten Hag a new contract, they were looking for managers. They had interview with Kero McKenna. They have interview with Thomas Tuchel. They have series of interviews with some managers. But this is where we are with regards to what Zidane is saying. Zidane has ruled himself out officially. He has ruled himself out officially from the United job or from another job in England, and that is what he's trying to say now. He won't go for the United job. He won't take any job in England, and because he believes that at the end of the day, the English language is a very big barrier to him. He understands the English, but he doesn't speak the English fluently, and that I like. I like his honesty about. He came out and he have stated it. I like. Sorry. is that I understand English, but I don't speak English fluently. This is what Zidane was saying. Okay, guys. So, if the Ineos group are planning to hire Zidane, if they are planning to hire Zidane as their manager, then I think that is long gone. It is long gone. That aspect cannot happen currently now, as it is. So that's why that's my take on it. I don't see the reason why we'll be shopping for managers for now. Last week it was too cool. This week Zidane has come out outrightly. So we might not say that the Ineos group have approached Zidane. We might not say that, but there's always no smoke without fire. Something is stirring up somewhere, and I think the Ineos group needs to, Sir Jim and his group needs to understand that at this moment we don't want any distraction. I love the way the club is being run for me now. No leaks, no news outside. Everything is closed within the club, which is very, very good, which is very, very effective. And that is what I believe we should have for United as now. Then the next step now is to build what is on the pitch. We have to build what is on the pitch. And I don't think we will be there. I just think we'll be there going forward. I think we'll be there. Kvaratskhelia is not a target for next year, please. Sorry, please. He's not a target. He's not a target. How old is Kvaratskhelia? How old is Kavisha Kvaratskhelia, Ifran, please? How old is he? So you need to find out. I don't think he's a target. So I think we have to build ahead of next year. It's very important we build. It's very important we see we see the brand of football Ten Hag wants to bring, except there's something really not something different from what we have from what we want, and that is why I will accept there's progress. There have to be progress, guys. Let's not shy away from it. There will be progress. There have to be progress. So if he's 24, 25, I mean 25, 23, I think he's within the age bracket for United. Remember I said on this show, United will not sign any player more than the age of 25. Between 16 and 25, United will always those are the players United will always go in for. Those are the players they will go in for, and I just hope that they continue at that trend, because this is where you catch them young. Very, very importantly, you catch those players young. Okay, guys, kindly like Fancy Football. Kindly like this video, please, and subscribe to Fancy Football as we speak now. Please, if you are joining us for the first time, please let's subscribe to Fancy Football and let's grow this channel. We are on our way to. We are on our way to 5,000 followers, please, 5,000 subscribers. So let's keep the fire burning. Already on 1,002. So let's like the video, please, and subscribe to Fancy Football. Quickly, please like the video and subscribe. Okay, let's move on. I think we have to move on. We have to move on from there. Okay, let's go to other transfer updates. So let me know what you think about Zidane and United, and what Zidane said about him not ruling himself out from the United job. Let's talk about that. And also let's go to the other transfer news. So United currently are linked. They've been linked to let me see. They've been linked to Ederson, Atlanta Ederson, ahead of next season. I think I've spoken about Ederson before. I think I did a video on him before, and I said he will be a very good addition to that midfield. We need legs in that midfield, and we need capable legs in that midfield. If we can get Ederson, I think let's forget about any other team. If we can get him next season, you have Ederson, you have Kobe Mainu. I know Casemiro will be gone by next season, except if something changed along the line. You have Ugarte. Then I think our midfield will be very, very solid. Then we can go into the season. We can go into that season and say, yes, our midfield is okay. The midfield area is where we have the problem. The midfield area is where the bulk of the United problem is as we speak. Because we have been outnumbered by our opponent in the midfield. Casemiro leg is gone. Kubimeno, as we speak, he needs rest. He's tired. He's still 18 years old. He needs rest, really good rest. Then who else again? Ugarte, we'll have to see how his start at United look like. Then we have Collier in that midfield, the youngest of all. So these are the players in the midfield. We need more midfielders. Gone are the days. Gone are the days when you see teams with. We need more and effective midfielders, please. Ederson, Zubimendi, Sanders, Sanderberg. Yes, box to box. Sanderberg. That I don't know if it's box to box because because I've seen some of his. I think I watched him last season before they were relegated. I don't see that box to box in him. But Zubimendi, good. Ederson, yes, I think it's Ederson, not Emerson. Ederson. So I think it's box to box. So we have to rely on this. We have to rely definitely on these players. Very, very important. We rely on them to see if we, because as I speak to you, you agree with me. What's his name? Ifran, you agree with me that we have been outnumbered in the midfield of our opponent. See, in short, let me use the word, our Achilles heel for the past 3 seasons now. For the past 3 seasons has been in that midfield. Our Achilles heels have been in the midfield, and we have to look for solution in the midfield itself. We have to look for a solution to that. We are outnumbered, we've been outclassed, we've been outfought in the midfield. Need someone who can control the tempo. Yes, I agree with you. You need someone who can control the tempo. You need a Michael Carrick type of midfielder or a Paul Scholes that can just hold the ball, move the ball left and right, and then pick the right pass in the right place. I think that's what we need in that midfield. Kobe Menu cannot do it because he's still young, he's still learning. Ugarte is not the box-to-box midfielder. I think somebody that can stop all those passes and cut out play from the opponent and give it to the person that can do it. So I think I agree with you, Nick. Someone that can control the tempo of the game, just as the way Rodri is doing for Manchester City, or also the way Tony Cruz was doing for Real Madrid before he retired. So those are the kind of players we need in the midfield. Those are the kind of players we want in our midfield to control the tempo of the game. And for a long, long time, we've not gotten that midfielder. We had Paul Pogba, but he's always off and on at that when he came to United. And we had issues with him. Where United had issues with him, his behavioral issues, and I think those things have caught up with him. Now that that is facing a drug failure, that's caught up with him because he is a player that is talented but not really serious at the end of the day. Not Rice. Rice is not a controlled. Rice cannot control anything in the midfield. Rice is just he's somebody that can always go there and hustle for the ball. Rodri, a perfect example of that. That is what you need. A defensive midfielder that cannot just block those passes, counter press and press, but you also need a defensive midfielder that can control the tempo of the game when he has the ball. So that's what I think. Ifran, you said okay, Nick, you said someone who really understands football, knows when to accelerate the play and knows when to slow down. Yes, I agree with you. That's the kind of individual we need. That is exactly the kind of person we need in the midfield. So I don't know, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of it's gonna take us a lot of scouting to get such midfielders, both for the short term and both for the long term. That is why I trust this current structure that we have. I trust that structure, and I hope that it works very well for us. So let's move on from Ederson. So United are linked to Ebere Eze again. Eberechi Eze, we know him for Crystal Palace. United are linked to him. I don't know what we think about that link we have with Ebere, but I just picked up that news. Just picked up the news from Goal.com within the last 36 minutes of on that story. And Eberechi Eze, Eberechi Eze, tops Man United list of transfer targets as the Red Devil plots new signings for the for the summer of 2025. Now you can see that the club is working ahead of time. It is not when it will come to the summer we'll be thinking of food. So now the club is working ahead of time. They are looking at their target ahead of next season. They are looking at the players that they want to go for. Notwithstanding, excuse me. So they are looking at the players they really want to go for. They are looking at the players they want to bring into the club, and that is how it's supposed to be. Excuse me. That is how it is supposed to be. You need to start working ahead. Unlike before, we have to wait for the summer to come in before we start making our move, and that is not good. That is not how the transfer market works. So, United, good for United that they are going in for AZ, and for me, I think it's wonderful that they are preparing ahead, also ahead of next season. Even as this season is starting, it's still fresh. They are looking forward, and which is very very good. And it's very perfect. This is what we did before under Alex Ferguson and David Gill. We look ahead of next season. Despite that we are starting a new season, we are looking ahead of next season. So it's good. Eric Ten Hag side have enjoyed a busy summer in 2024, bringing in Joshua Sexy, Lenny Euro, Manuel Garte, Mitchell Delete, and Nusur Masarawi. However, the Red Devils are already thinking of more new players and want 4 key signings for next summer, according to Manchester Evening News. So this one was reported by Manchester Evening News. Now, Crystal Palace star Eberechi Eze is named as one of the United target after trailing for the for the Eagles and forcing his way into the England setup. Ten Hag side also wants to sign a defender, which means that from next year, this is just telling you that from next year, it is sure that Harry Maguire is leaving that team from next season. So United are planning to replace Harry Maguire with Jerome Brownswood of Everton. And also, I think it will be good. It should be good if we look at it in this way. United are also anticipating a trouble for Everton. And the trouble might be a relegation trouble for Everton. So United want to use that opportunity to sign Jerome Brantwaite ahead of next season. You have Brantwaite, you have the young defenders all around. And that means your defensive future is all but insured. Because you have Euro, you have Martinez, you have Delete. So that means your defensive future is all but insured with those young players. That's what United are planning to do now. Then I looked at also Victor Lindelof, Johnny Evans. All of them will leave next season as well. So you need to reinforce that defense very, very well, and you need to do it quickly. And thank God we are doing it. We've signed 2 defenders now, 2 central defenders now. We need one more, so as to make it very much more stronger. Also, also United also are also anticipating to sign one more player in the midfield area, as they anticipate that Casemiro and Christian Eriksen will be heading out next season. So all these things are done ahead of next season. We need to prepare ahead of next season. Football is all about, it's a continuous preparation, continuous rebuilding, continuous reshufflement, and that is what it is. So I think the future for us is bright. We have to take that the future is bright for United, and hopefully let's see where it takes us to with this link. Then finally, with respect to the transfer news, United are also going for a winger, because we know that from next season, automatically Sancho is no longer a United player, technically as it is. He's no longer a Manchester United player, but they are going for a very young winger. Let me see if I can pull that story up. Let me see. Hopefully, I can get that story. I don't know, but let's see. Let me see. I think a young winger that played for Spain. Let's see. It's a young winger that played for Spain recently. Okay, let me see if I can get the People's TV, please. Sorry, I got that news earlier. Okay, Let me see. I think I should have that story in my laptop. Sorry, guys. Let me just pull it up. Only. So United want to go for a young winger. So apparently they are going for a very young winger. So Man United, okay, let me see. Let's see. Sorry, guys. So let's see. So I think it was reported by the People's Person. Let's see if we can get that. Sorry. It was reported by the People's Person. The People's Person. So that United are looking at long term. I think United have to start looking at long term. It's not just for now. They have to look at long term. They have to. They don't have to start looking at the short term. Short term from United have to look at the long term, the long run. Very very good. We are looking at that. So I think it's good for us. It's very very good that we are looking at that area. So let me see. Okay, okay. I've seen that story now. Let me project it on the screen for us so that we go through. If five more players have to come in next year, I agree with you. Five more players will come in next year. I hope so. So let me see if I can project that. Let me see if I can project it on the screen for us. Oh, sorry. Uh, sorry, guys. Let me see if I can project that story on the screen for us, and let's see. So you can see my screen. You will know that. Okay, this story is from the People's Person. It's a United base website. If you look at it, it's saying that Man United touched base with Sevilla regardless of Olympics champion and versatility aces Julian Sanchez. Right wing proved okay. We've been having issues with the right wing. So, but Garnacho has forced himself into that place. Ahmad also has forced himself. Anthony really is struggling, has been struggling. So we need something else. See, and let me say this: you need players you can trust in those positions, very very well. We need players we can trust in those positions, and hopefully we will get those players. Those players will be part and parcel of us. And Sanchez is no other than a player that we should really look at. Julian Sanchez, Juan Sanchez is a player that we need in that position very 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 well. And United have identified versatile gems in Sevilla Sanchez who can potentially solve multiple problems. Multiple problems should the Red Devils acquire the signature of the forward. Now, Sanchez' interest in the fact, as per ABC, the 20 times English champions have been speaking to Gabi Rui, a close confidence of Sevilla sporting director Victor Otta, about the young player. United are closely following the 21 years old expert over the course of the Summer Olympics, which Spain won, and asked for information about Sanchez. The sporting management of the Blangorias, that is the what's their name, Sevilla, through Gabi Rui, one of Victor's utter closest collaborators, was asked about a Masri from Manchester United about Sanchez, who was followed with interest during the exceptional tournament at the end. Sevilla have also awarded the prize of Best Player of the month of August as he accumulated as he accumulated of the goals of the gold medal. Nothing more happening since then, and there were no offers for him, but the interest was also evident. So that is where United. So let's talk about the player. While only 21, Seville's star can play all across the front wing. You can see that is what the kind of player we need, and was used as a right back during the Olympics. But he can also play centrally in midfield, and also as we can see in the La Liga this season, and even as a supporting striker. So I think we got the player in our hands. Such versatility will be a huge boost for Ten Hag, as a lot of these areas are likely written on depth, and also to do with additional forward. So I think we have something in our hands. We have something really good in our hands, and we have to take it very well. We have to take it very, very seriously. We have something good in our hands, and I don't think we should let this opportunity pass us by in this player. So, guys, this is what we can unpack for you this afternoon with regards to Manchester United and the update for the season as we continue to unpack things. So, kindly subscribe to Fancy Football. Kindly hit the notification bell so that whenever the United Way comes live, you will always be the first to see us. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, the Football Fan Zone. Even though you are negative as well, then Ifran, thank you so much as well, and every others that have watched the show today. Thank you so much. So we'll be back here with an exciting edition of the United Way tomorrow on Fancy Football, and hopefully, let's see how it goes for all of us. Cheers.